Hi, in this video review we're about to show you the world's first dual SIM Windows Mobile cell phone, the DX900. It was distributed by Ethernet first, but after Acer took over, the phone ended up with a different brand. It is bulky and quite heavy, but this is characteristic of almost all Windows Mobile devices. You just need to take a look at it to know it's designed with heavy work in mind. The device and the E10 V900 look quite alike, but it lacks the round edges and flash elements that make the V900 appear more appealing. It features a 2.8-inch screen that used to be the standard, but seems somewhat meager for 2009. At least it's got a VGA resolution that makes icons look nice and taking. Just bear in mind that you won't be able to discern almost anything in direct sunlight. Of all hardware buttons found onto the phone, only the center and end ones are comfy to use. The D-pad feels extremely rigid and hard to press, and we tried really hard to avoid it as much as we could. The microSD memory card slot is located right above the opening of the stylus, and as you can see, there's a tiny plastic cap used as a slot cover, but at least on our unit it failed to fit well into its place. The camera shutter and on-off buttons are quite handy and both feature a nice travel. The same goes for the buttons on the left-hand side of the phone, volume rocker and voice dial activator. We just wish we knew how come they're that small. There's also a 2.5mm jack right next to them. There's nothing fancy tickling about this phone really, other than the dual SIM card slot underneath the battery. Speaking of it, you should know that only the one on the right hand side allows use of 3G SIM. As you can see for yourself, there is nothing about the Acer DX900 to bring down the house. The same goes for the software it runs. The phone utilizes Windows Mobile 6.1 Professional, and just like all other latest E10 models, comes with SPB shell pre-installed. Since we have already exhaustively analyzed the shell in our review on the X610, let's just sum up things here. It looks really nice and is finger use friendly. Unfortunately, that friendliness doesn't seem to have pervaded all menus, so navigating to certain basic functions like the calendar or messages, you are confronted with the standard Windows Mobile interface in its annoying miniature icons. The novelties, due to the intended dual SIM use, are easy to notice right off the bat in the connectivity functions, like the communication manager. It allows you to switch on and off either line if necessary. The fact that you can assign different ringtones to either line is something we quite liked. You can manage the lines separately in the dialing menu through both Talk 1 and 2 buttons. What really went over big with us was that we were able to filter contacts by entering digits. In case you wonder why we seem to be so ecstatic over a function so simple, here's the brief answer. You cannot choose which SIM card to use to make a call. A combined list appears in your contacts menu, made up of all numbers you have stored on both SIM cards, but you can only dial and make a call through the first SIM card line. This is the one that allows 3G. If you feel like dialing a number using the second SIM card, you should do the following trick. Get into your contacts, pick out a number and dial it. Hang up, enter recent calls, select the last contact number, and then press the Talk to button. Well, it could be worse. Yeah. Just like all other Windows Mobile 6.1 devices as of now, the Acer DX900 offers great organizer functions and an abundance of connectivity options: 3G, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. You've got Internet Explorer to surf the web, but we wholeheartedly recommend that you switch over to another browser, say Opera Mobile or Skyfire, since they seem to be ahead of the game. Plus, this is what's so great about smartphones anyway, you get the freedom to personalize and improve the device by getting and running software of your own choosing. When it comes to multimedia, the only thing the phone seems fit for is listening to music and to an extent watching videos. you have DivX support, but we encountered heavy stuttering during DivX playback. The device also features a 3-megapixel autofocus LED camera with lovable interface, but the snapshot quality is mediocre and below par. As a whole, the DX900 is sluggish, especially when compared to the latest HTC models. There's a single good aspect of the phone though, the quality of sound during talks. It is excellent both ways and turns the phone into a device that can actually be used for work, and this is its major purpose, to allow you to work and save you the trouble of caring about two cell phones. If you need a Windows Mobile powered device and you really want a dual SIM capable one, you basically have no other options but to go for the Acer DX900. Keep in mind its several annoying shortcomings though, including the fact that the dual SIM card function has been pretty poorly implemented.